Guys, this is Ricky Rogers from honestygetsaGirl.com. Now, today I'm going to talk about how to set up your profile so the kind of girls you like and want to meet are going to be interested in having an email dialogue with you. And that brings me on to my first point. The reason for having a profile. There's only one point to having a profile, and that is to create a snapshot of your life so that the girl you like, or the kind of girl you like, I should say, is going to look at that and think, yeah, he's somebody I want to know more about. And that's it. That's what you need to do. Think that she's looking into a party and she sees like a load of people having fun. Thinks, yeah, I want an invite to this party. Not she sees a load of old ladies knitting. It looks boring as hell. So you think, yeah, I want an invite to this party. I'm going to find out more about it. All right, I'll send him an email, or I'll reply to the email he sent me, or I'll send him a wink. That's all you're there to do. So first of all, you've got to really know the kind of woman you like, the kind of woman you're looking for, and then set up your profile so that you appeal to that and you actually say, this is the kind of woman I like, very specifically in your profile. And doing that shows that you've got high standards. It shows that you're not going to settle for any kind of girl. It shows that you go, this is the kind of girl I want. I'm not going to settle for less. It shows, well, I'm an attractive man because I don't just settle for the first kind of girl that comes along. And that's the kind of way an attractive man behaves. So you need to bear that in mind when you're writing your profile. So, the kind of girl I'm looking for, this is my profile here, the kind of girl I'm looking for, if she's got to be fun and adventurous and have like, a bit of a crazy side to her, got to like a good laugh and, like traveling, and but still be intelligent, be able to have a conversation with me. And it's important that she has a real strong, high level of integrity and honesty like I do. And I don't want some girl who's going to mess me around and, party until 5 o'clock in the clubs every night, or, flirting with my best mate when I like to try and get my attention when I haven't spoken to her for 2 minutes, that kind of stuff. So, we're on to the profile. I'm going to go through this very quickly. Bad boy passion, fun and passion, trust and connection, the enigma. So that just simply says it's 2 bits to me. So I'm a bit of a bad boy, a bit of an edge to me, but I'm not that much of a bad boy because you can trust and connect with me, which I says well, it's two bits to me here. So almost like there's an enigma, and it's something that you need to find out, like a puzzle you need to work out, which wants to make her keep reading. So the next bit I need to move on to. This is my main profile picture here. You have to have a profile picture. I can't think of any exception to this because in these days of mobile phones with cameras and Facebook and cheap digital cameras, everyone's got photos of themselves. So if you don't have a photo, she's going to assume the worst. She's going to think he must be a 500-pound monster who has to be airlifted out of his bed every morning. She's going to think that. I mean, if you're not the best looking guy, I mean, look at me in this picture here. I'm not the best looking guy. What I've got in my favour is, yes, I'm in tall, I'm in pretty decent shape, but there's guys better looking than me, there's guys in better shape than me who are doing a lot worse. And if you're not tall and you're not in good shape, hey, there's still plenty of women out there who are attractive, who are going to like the kind of vibe you're putting out, because the vibe you're putting out is more important than what you look like most of the time. So let's go into the pictures quickly. This one here, it looks interesting. I don't look great looking, but it looks like something interesting is going on. It's a sunny day, I'm pointing at a plane, what's the story there? She's going to want to know more. It looks interesting. Interesting snapshot. This bit here, I'm with a friend. There's a full length shot, which is important because it shows that I'm not trying to hide anything. Shows that, I'm a normal looking guy. Next bit, same friend, I'm out socialising. Next one, I'm with a couple of attractive looking girls. Looks like we're partying, having a good time, so it shows I can socialise with guys and women. I look like a normal guy. I've got different hobbies. I'm out, I can be out with guys, and out with girls. I can be out with doing whatever I was doing with the plane. Again, I'm out with these girls again. This one, last one, with a different guy in a different setting. I'm posing, doing some pose, I'm flexing my guns, and he's laughing. So it's like, yeah, you see all that. A girl will see that and think, yeah, this guy looks like he might be fun. But she might think he seems like a bit of a player. But I'll read on. He's mentioned a bit about trust and connection. So let's go through all of these paragraphs. I'm going to do this quickly, so I apologise for talking fast. I decided to rewrite this as I wasn't given a fair account of myself. I think that women have been automatically writing me off as an asshole player who's going to mess them around. This is far from the truth. That's because when I first set up the profile, I thought, I need to separate myself from the average man who's got a dull profile on there. And I went too far over to the side and became a bit of a jerk. And I was a bit like, yeah, you're going to have to work really hard to impress me. Like I was some real player, You're going to have to cook me a nice meal, and then if you're lucky, I might give you the time of day. It's the kind of girls I like who are honest, straight down the line girls who are just normal but really attractive. Didn't tend to appreciate that. I tend to get the party chicks. That's not the kind of girls I'm looking for. And the next bit solidifies that. I'm very honest, sometimes too much no, so I always tell the truth. That means you might not hear what you want to hear, but you're going to be able to take my word on face value, and that's important to me. And that says, hey, I'm a straight, honest, down the line guy. I've got high integrity. That means that I'm not going to compromise my values just so I can agree with you. I'm going to disagree with you if that's the case, but I'm still going to show you respect in the process. And any girl who's values honesty and integrity is going to really respect that and really like that paragraph. The next bit, I like to laugh and have a banter with someone. I like conversations that flip between idiotic Mickey taking and really deep stuff where you feel like you're getting to know this person. So it's like, so you can imagine talking to me for hours. It's not like we're just joking on a superficial level, but it's not like we're having like a really deep conversation. We're flipping between the two so she can have a laugh and get to know me on a deep level. It's like, that's pretty cool. You don't get that with many guys. I'm not looking for the one on here particularly, but I'm open to that. I'm more interested in meeting intelligent, fun women who don't take themselves too seriously and take things from there. So that's saying I'm not going to put too much pressure on you. I just want to see. I want to meet the kind of woman that seems to be cool and see how we get on, and then see what happens from there. I'm not going to want to marry you after a week. So again, it's saying I've got high standards. Let's just see what happens. I'm not going to put too much pressure on you. We'll just see how we get on. Next bit, physical attraction is important. I'm being honest again. I don't want to expect a supermodel, but you've got to take pride in your appearance. But it's the overall package I'm looking for. So again, it's like, yes, I've got standards, but I'm not shallow. I want the overall package here. And the next bit again solidifies that and says I've got high standards and I'm proud of that. But if you get beyond the email stage, you're more than just another girl on the list. Get in touch if you fit a bill. So that's challenging. It's like saying, well, yes, it's not easy to get beyond the email stage with me and get to a phone and meet up. But if you do, hey, you've done well and you're a special girl, and that's kind of challenging them to see if they can get that far. So if we go to the top left, for fun, I love to laugh. I like women who don't take themselves too seriously. We're going to spend hours laughing at stupid, retarded stuff, but we might not get anything productive done. That creates an image in their mind of us just laughing at silly stuff and having a good time. Next bit, we'll go for romantic dating, Mackie D's. That's English slang for McDonald's. I'm not cheap. You get a super-sized extra value meal and I buy you a chocolate sundae too. After that, I'll take you to the movies where I pretend to yawn and put my arm around you. Girls love that. I don't know if Americans will get that, because I think it's just like slightly bizarre English humour there, but the kind of girls I like, which are all in the UK obviously anyway, which is where I live, find that kind of funny. And if they don't find it funny, then they're not going to like my sense of humour anyway. So we're not going to be spending our hours laughing at retarded stuff. So if they don't find that funny, then they're not going to email me, which again is kind of like a qualifier. Favourite things, I'm spontaneous. I like to do random things. I like adventure, find out what's around the next corner. So again, it's like I'm not the kind of guy like sitting around doing nothing all the time and waiting for the world to come to me. I'm not a big fan of TV. I like to get out there and see what the world's got to offer. So it's like, hey, I get out there, I see the world. I get out there and I get what I want. I'm not the kind of guy who just sits in waiting for handouts. The rest of the profile is just, basic stuff like what colour's your hair and the rest of it. So I hope that's been a useful snapshot into what you need to do to set up your profile. If you want help in setting up your profile for the kind of girls you actually want to meet, which might not be the kind of girls that I like, why don't you drop me an email? You can send me an email either on YouTube, or if you've got my email address, you can get my email address by I don't want to give it out on a web like this because I get loads of spam. But if you go onto my website, which is honestygetsthegirl.com, I've got a 3-day email course on there, which is completely free, which teaches you how to send the initial email all the way up to meeting the girl. You can put that in, get that for free now, and then as soon as you get the first email, just hit reply to that, ask me whatever you want, and I will do my very best to reply to you. I can't promise to respond to every email, but I'll do as many as I can. So I hope that's been useful to you. I appreciate any comments on this, any questions, and I will speak to you again with another video soon. So thank you for listening.